more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayers Live, page by page reading and commentary of the modern English version of the Bible. Today we're going to get into the book of Joshua, chapter 15. And just on a personal note, because I know a lot of you listen to this because you do want to know how I'm doing, along with getting a little bit of Christian insight. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good today, better than the last day that I did a page by page reading and commentary of the Bible. Um, I feel that God has given me the strength, insight, and understanding to contend with what I'm contending with in my personal life right now when it comes to a terminally ill family member. Today, actually, my family member seemed to be a bit more lively, despite a little bit of a emergency that happened overnight that I didn't find out about until this afternoon when I got over to their house. But when it comes to illnesses, they're strange, and I think that's why the medical profession still hasn't completely figured out the human body just yet. But those of you out there who might be dealing with certain illnesses or conditions, one of the best things that you can do for yourself is to, even if it's just like 5 minutes out of the day, get a little bit of exercise. Don't allow yourself to fall into depression to where you don't want to move around or anything, because the more you move, the better off you're going to be. It's like that tried and true phrase, use it or lose it. You got to move your body. So anyway, today wasn't that bad of a day, and I'm home now relaxing, and I'm going to go ahead and get into Joshua chapter 15, and I will provide my commentary as I see fit. So here we go. The allotment for the tribe of Judah by their clans stretches southward to the border of Edom, to the Zin wilderness in the south. Their southern border runs from the southern tip of the Salt Sea to the south of the ascent of Akrabim, crosses to Zin, rises south of Kadesh Barnea, crosses to Hezron, then rises to Adar, turns toward Karka, then crosses to Asmon, goes out to the brook of Egypt, and then to the sea. This is your southern border. The eastern border is the Salt Sea up to the mouth of the Jordan. And as I said before, when I have time before we get to the next book of the Bible, I am going to do some sort of a video presentation showing the maps of the book of Joshua. That way I feel this reading and commentary can have a visual aid to go with it. And that's always helpful when it comes to understanding the Bible. Visual aids and maps. Okay. The northern border runs from the northern extremity of the Dead Sea to the mouth of the Jordan River, then rises to Beth Hogla, crosses north of Beth Araba, rises to the stone of Bohan, son of Reuben, and rises to Debir from the Achor Valley, turns northward to Gilgal, opposite of the ascent of Adumim, south of the valley, and crosses to the waters of Inshemesh, and onward to Enrogel. The border rises to the valley of Ben Hinnom, to the southern slope of the Jebusites, that is Jerusalem, then rises to the top of the hill west of the valley of Ben Hinnom, at the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. The border turns from the top of the hill to the waters of Nephtoah and goes to the cities of Mount Ephron, then turns to Bela. The border turns west of Bela to Mount Seir, crosses to the northern slope of Mount Jearim, descends to Beth Shemesh, and crosses to Timnah. The border goes out to the northern slope of Ekron, turns to Shikharan, crosses to Mount Bela, goes out to Jabneel, and ends at the sea. The western border was the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. These were the borders surrounding the tribe of Judah, according to their clans. According to the word of the Lord to Joshua, Caleb, son of Jephunneh, was given an allotment among the tribe of Judah. Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, Arba was the father of Anak. Caleb drove out of their 3 Anakites. Let me reread that. Caleb drove out from their 3 Anakites, Shishai, Ahiman, and Talmai, descendants of Anak. He went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Before the name of Debir was Kiriath, I can't even say it. Kiriath Sefer, Caleb said, I will give my daughter Aksa in marriage to whoever attacks Kiriath Sefer and captures it. Oh, I hate, see, these are things in the Bible I don't like. And this, I'm sure it just has to do with me being female, me being a woman. I don't like reading about men giving their daughters as payment to somebody. That is so screwed up. It really is when I really think about it. Giving your child as payment. So, just my opinion, something I do not like that's in the Bible. All right. Othniel, son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it. So Caleb gave him Aksa, his daughter, in marriage. When she came to Othniel, she urged him to ask her father for a field. She dismounted from her donkey, and Caleb said to her, What can I do for you? She answered, Please give me a blessing. Since you have given me land in the Negev, now give me springs of water. So he gave her the upper and lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of Judah according to their clans. The cities at the southern extremity of the tribe of Judah toward the border with Edom were Kabzeel, Eder, Jager, Kena, Dimonah, Adada, Kadesh, Hazor, Ethnon, Ziph, Talim, Bealoth, Hazor Hadattah, Kerioth, Hezron, that is Hazor, Amam, Shema, Moladah, Hazar, Gada, Heshmon, Beth Palit, Hazar Shual, Bir Sheba, Bizioth Theha, Bela, and a whole bunch of other names that I frankly will have nothing but trouble reading, so I'm not going to read them all. I don't have the patience today. I do apologize to you if you're listening at a later time, but I'll tell you something. There's a reason why some names are more popular than others on this planet. And the reason specifically has to do with pronunciation. I definitely am not the best speaker in the world. I have had a little bit of a speech impediment throughout my life, but come on. Some of these names, I get it. You want to name your kids something different, you want to get creative. But let me tell you something. If you name somebody something that others have issues pronouncing, that's not going to be the most popular person. Give your kid a break. and give them a simple name. Just a thought. I'm going to skip forward a bit. In the hill country, where Shamir, Jatir, Soka, and a whole bunch of other people who I can't pronounce, in the wilderness. All right, let's just skip to the end because I'm tired. The people of Judah were not able to drive out the Jebusites living in Jerusalem. So the Jebusites live with the people of Judah in Jerusalem to this day. And that's the end of the book of Joshua 15. But I'll tell you, a part of the reason that they had conflict with each other and they couldn't get certain people out probably did have to do with this name pronunciation issue. You think I'm the only person having problems pronouncing these names? No. I'll bet you there are people back in these times who were looking at some of these names, looking at the women who were naming their children. And I'll bet they were looking at these women like, well, look at that foolish woman over there trying to be creative with names, wondering why her kid isn't always named first when they're choosing teams, because no one can say the kid's name. So just something to think about when it comes to names. Anyway, again, I'm feeling better today, and tomorrow we will go into Joshua 16. If you want to read, the book of Joshua 15 for yourself to get all those names that I didn't feel like pronouncing today, go for it. You can always download the Bible for free from the internet. And if you want a paper Bible, if you go to your local church and you ask for a Bible, I'm pretty sure they will give you one. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great night. Take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.